All right. Welcome to the July 7th through July 11th. This week in baseball, Twib Notes. We were able to get 6 games in over the course of the weekend. So Friday night is live dice night, and it did not disappoint. The evening started with Camp Lejeune trying to keep pace with the Lumber Kings and Black Sox in the American League against the Kansas City Cannonballers. Ross Stripling takes the mound for Lejeune against Alex Cobb of the Ballers in Kansas City's Kauffman Stadium. Camp Lejeune jumps all over Cobb early, scoring 3 unearned runs in the first, fueled by an Andre Jimenez error, and 5 runs in the second, including an error by Jose Abreu at first. Jimenez makes his second error of the game in the fifth, leading to another unearned run, and Alex Bregman caps the night off with a 2-run blast in the ninth. Ross Stripling cruises for the complete game win. Camp Lejeune 11. The final game of the series, the scene shifts to sunny Anaheim with Merrill Kelly facing Cannonballers' fire-throwing right-hander Justin Steele. This game proved to be a close one, each team's offense struggling against solid starting pitching and sound bullpens. In addition, bad blood ran as there were 2 brawls and 5 ejections in the game, including Hassan Kim, Jake McCarthy, Dylan Carlson, Justin Steele, and Evan Phillips. O'Neill Cruz starts the scoring for the Ballers with a leadoff solo shot in the top of the second. Recently acquired Isaac Paradas answers with his own solo bomb at the bottom of the second, knotting the game at 1. After Phillips hits and injures Jurickson Profar in the fifth, he is ejected. Later in the inning, with 2 outs and no one out, JT Realmuto, mired in a hitting slump, yanks a curveball from Anthony Bass over the left field wall for another solo shot, giving Camp Lejeune a 2-1 lead. Jason Adam comes on in relief in the 6th. He stays in to start the 7th, and after 1 out, loses his control and walks 2 batters. He responds by striking out Austin Riley to get the 2nd out. Harold Castro comes on to pinch hit in the clutch. Top of the 7th, Harold Castro.
1-4, homer 1-5, double.
Oh, and he comes through with at least a...
Double, no asterisks.
All right, at least a game tying. Where to? Center, I assume? 1-18 to go home.
He's going up.
Your batter is -5 to go to third.
He's going to hold it second.
All right, 1-18 at home. That's Cedric Mullins throwing it. Christian Morrow, safe, takes the lead off of Adam and tires him. Adam is chased from the game, and Alvarado comes in and gets the final out to keep the game 3-2 Cannonballers. In the bottom of the 7th, with Bass still in, Cedric Mullins strokes a leadoff double and advances a third on a Nolan Gorman single. Camp Lejeune gets the run in with a sac fly by IKF, tying the score at 3-3. Bass escapes further damage with retiring JT and Kanha on back-to-back lineouts. The game remains 3-3 into extra innings, both bullpens pitching strong, including 3 strong innings from Camp Lejeune Hector Neris. Then, after a leadoff single by Brendan Rodgers in the bottom of the 11th, Carlos Santana comes to the plate against Keegan Aiken. Carlos Santana, I do have an option here, but you're a lefty. All right, so Santana, there's Carlos Santana. I don't like the feel of this, but here we go. Got double play written all over it. 5'9" switch hitter, batting right-handed.
Power.
Power against lefties is in.
Go on.
Oh, Santana wins the game! 2-run shot after I was looking. Santana walks it off. Camp Lejeune 5, Cannonballers 3. Camp Lejeune takes the series 3-1. The final series of Live Dice Night pits Chowder versus the Black Sox. The first game has Yu Darvish, 0-2 in 3 starts, versus Joe Musgrove of the Chowder in his home ballpark of Fenway. After the Black Sox start the scoring with one unearned run in the top of the third, fueled by an error by Musgrove, Chowder storms back with three in the bottom of the third off an RBI single by John Bertay, a sac fly by Xander Bogaerts, and an RBI single by Paul Goldschmidt. They tack on another two in the fifth on a sac fly by Goldschmidt and an error by Brian Hayes, staking themselves to a 5-1 lead. The Black Sox chip away with two in the seventh off a Christian Walker home run and an RBI single by Semien, but it is not enough as Chowder takes the game 5-3. In Game 4 of the series, Dennis Rasmussen tries to win the series for the Black Sox in the south side of Chicago against Jeff Springs of the Chowder. This proves to be another epic battle dominated by strong pitching performances. The Chowder lead the scoring off with two in the top of the third with a two-run shot by Taylor Ward. Reactor Jack Sawinski hits a solo shot in the bottom of the third, cutting the lead in half. Chowder tacks on an insurance run in the seventh off a solo shot by Betancourt, chasing Rasmussen from the game. Then, with runners on first and second with two outs, Carlos Correa comes up in the eighth. Starting to get interesting. Carlos Correa, clutch hitting now. Oops. All right, Carlos Correa gets a lefty. Here we go. Need another deuce. I'm due for a deuce. Give me a deuce. Deuce. 2-5, homer and a 1. Double otherwise. Double open. 1-18. He'll go. Who's in center?
Slater. Austin Slater.
Austin Slater makes the big throw. Who's your catcher? Betancourt catches it. Orzarita slides. He's in there. He's below the tag. The game remains 3-3 into extra innings. Tyrone Taylor has a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 10th with a homer chance to 14, and Julio Rodriguez a chance for the walk-off in the 11th with a home run chance to 16th. Both missed. The Chowder take the big one-run lead in the top of the 12th off of normally reliable Brooks Raley, and Alexis Vesia slams the door in the 12th, capping off the 4-3 win for the Chowder, who earn the 4-game series split. Our action picks up on Monday evening, the 10th, with the final two games of the Walleyes and Clowns series. The first game has recently acquired lefty Tariq Skubal on the mound, visiting Max Fried in Pittsburgh. The Clowns jump on Fried with a two-run single by Freddie Freeman in the first, making it 2-0. The Walleyes tie the score in the bottom of the fifth off of Skubal with an RBI double by Starling Marte, followed by a single by Jeff McNeil. Then, in the top of the seventh, Kirk leads off with a single, and pinch runner Chris Taylor swipes second and advances to third on the throwing error by the catcher Sean Murphy. Pinch hitter Ty France is intentionally walked to set up a double play. Gavin Lux pinch hits and gets a sac fly, giving the Clowns the lead in the seventh. Benintendi adds to the lead with an RBI single later in the inning, and the Clowns give the ball to Helsley in the seventh to hold the lead. He strikes out 4 in 2 innings, and Colin McHugh comes into the ninth for the final 2 outs, shutting the door and sealing the 4-2 victory for the Clowns. The Walleyes give the ball to Joe Ryan in the series finale versus Noah Thor Syndergaard in Dodgers Stadium. George Springer tattoos a Ryan fastball in the first over the center field wall for a quick 1-0 lead for the Clowns. The Walleyes immediately answer in the top of the second with a lead-off solo home run by Nathaniel Lowe. With the short porch and left, the Clowns get back-to-back home runs from two unlikely sources in the fourth, Alejandro Kirk and Gavin Lux, taking a 4-1 lead. Once again, the Walleyes respond with 2 of their own in the sixth off a 2-out, 2-run bomb by Adolis Garcia, chasing Thor from the game and pulling within 1. The Clowns bullpen gets the job done with 4 pitchers combining for 3 1/3 scoreless innings, punctuated with Helsley's fourth save of the season, leading to the 4-3 win and a series split. All right, we've got our updated standings after this week's action. Looks like the Four Horsemen are maintaining that one-game lead over Chowder, and a little separation there between those two teams in the NL. And a three-way tie in the American League with the Lumber Kings, Black Sox, and Camp Lejeune. And then, again, those three teams showing some separation. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this week in baseball's summation of the last 6 games this week. And it's getting exciting as we're halfway through or getting close to finishing up round 4 of a total of 6 rounds of our Stratos Summer League 2023. Have a good week.